the rough script. Meanwhile, a sketchman starts preparing rough drawings for the first story conference with Walt. The subject under discussion is presented in picture form, somewhat like a huge comic strip. No story ever leaves one of these conferences in the same state it came in. For it is here that the weak points are strengthened through hours of discussion. Major changes are made, dull material is eliminated, and everyone present is invited to contribute suggestions and frankly criticize the story's shortcomings. Most subjects go through many meetings of this kind before actual production is started. The story director then works out his final detailed script and plans each bit of action to fit the score written by his musician. And now the animators begin making their drawings. Many of them use themselves as models to work out intricate facial contortions and bits of pantomime. This accounts for a lot of the lifelike expressions you've noticed on Pluto and other cartoon animals. For these artists not only put their hearts into their work, they even loan their own faces to the cartoon characters. Here's a typical animator at work, his drawing board lighted from below. In this way, his last drawing is always visible and acts as a guide for the next one. And this is what the top of an animator's desk usually looks like. Flipping the drawings in this manner creates the illusion of movement. The rough drawing is made in a sketchy sort of technique. You'll notice that he doesn't bother to connect his lines. By the way, all cartoon characters have to be satisfied with 3 fingers. When there are 10,000 drawings to a picture, this proves quite a time saver. This drawing of Goofy will be added to several hundred others, and when the animator flips them by hand, he gets an impression of the complete cycle of action. In this particular case, a little dance number. These rough pencil drawings are now sent to the test cameras, where they are photographed in their unfinished state, and the film returned to the animator in negative form. He examines this negative on the miniature screen of a moviola, running it forward and backward, and decides whether or not it is good enough to submit to Walt and the directors in a sweatbox session that takes place in one of the small projection rooms. Several animators are called in at one time to see their test films projected on a large screen. It is in these sweatbox sessions that all of the revisions, corrections, and improvements are openly discussed. The 7 dwarfs will never know just how much of their work was rejected and burned up as waste film. The men who produce sound effects are wizards of ingenuity. New sounds are requested every day. Baseball going through a window. Donald Duck